Hello beer brewers and welcome to Jaysbeerchannel. Now before I get started, I would like to thank a few people who have helped me with my brewing and unknowingly provided the motivation to try this idea. There's Martin Potter from National Homebrew in Harvey Bay, Craig Farraway from Craigtube, Gavin Ellicott from Gash Slug, Paul Wicksteed, RIP, from Time for Another One, Billy Bross from the Homebrew Academy, Vince Costanzo from Costanzo Brewing, members and former members of the Righteous Brewers of Townsville, my local homebrew club. So tonight I'm going to have my first tasting of my cherry Lacto beer, and you can see me racking this beer in an earlier video. Gravity was 10.06, which was surprising. I did not realise the lactobacillus would take it so low. But it has a lovely tartness. 1 kilo of cherries, 15 litres of water in the wort, and it's very clean. It goes straight away. I'll talk a bit how it was made. Made a 2 litre Yakult starter. So yeah, I used 5 vials of Yakult into a 2 litre starter. Made it, I did it 1030, so 150 grams for 2 litres of water, and I fermented that at 28 degrees with no stir bar for 5 days. And by then it was high krausen, and I pitched it into the wort. Now the wort, I realised this is possibly going to upset some true sour lovers that think bitterness should remain really low in sour beers, but this was just an experiment to see if Yakult could be used for beer. So I used this, a Cooper's Australian Pale Ale extract. It was the lowest bitterness kit brew I could find. With 15 litres of wort, it took the bitterness to 38.5, which is ridiculously high from all the reading I've done of a sour beer. But it's so clean, you don't notice the bitterness. This beer is a surprise. The bitterness is smooth and mellow. Now, the fermentation with the Yakult was different to ale and lager fermentations, as there did not seem to be any exponential growth phase where the gravity dropped slowly at first and then really fast before slowing down again as the yeast moved into the stationary phase. The lactobacillus in the Yakult, even pitching at high krausen with the starter, showed an almost linear fermentation, and it roughly fermented the same rate for about 3 weeks, which was slow. I fermented at 28 degrees because they say you get more sourness with a higher temperature, and on day 8 of the fermentation I added 1 kilo of cherries. So it was a really easy recipe. So if you're wanting to get started into sour beers, this is a really cheap and easy way to get started. It was 5 bottles of Yakult in a 2 litre starter for 5 days. 1 can of a low bitterness pale pre-hopped extract, 13 litres of water, and 1 kilo of cherries. The results will really surprise you. So thank you for watching, and you'll see me again soon. Cheers.